we're back after the break.
It'll be Crumley next.
It's been a week for you. It's been about half an hour for us. So we're gonna kick back off with Maeve's just had a little experience drinking a cocktail up in the gilded room. Everybody else has made the way back down into the main room, where you've been greeted by a member of the Order of the Bridge who's come over and informed Rory with the rest of you there, so you've all heard, that the shrine that he set up to Ithas has been vandalised in the night. They do have a witness who is currently at the headquarters of the Order of the Bridge. However, he's not exactly the most reliable. You've been invited to go question said witness if you want to. On top of that, you've got the go and investigate the bounty hunting groups by going to the Royal Chain and finding out where they are. So, let's. What do you want to do?
Die.
Wonderful.
Don't be
I'd
so
rather not.
pessimistic.
I think
no.
we should go to the Golden Chain.
I think we go to the chain.
I'll go. I've only got an hour, so I should probably go question this guy.
Oh, of course, yeah. Let's go do that then. Let's go to.
Well, we
Golden
get
Chain.
split up.
I was gonna say, we don't necessarily all need to go to the shrine unless Rory would like us to. so I'm like,
We could get two birds stoned at once. Rory, would you like assistance?
Yeah, that'll be good. Need some backup.
I'll come.
Thanks, muscles.
No problem, bald man.
well, Shelley will go and then we
romance
can
is
head to the
adorable.
Royal Chain
Let's all go.
afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're all making your way there. I mean, obviously, Nameless and Callista know the way because they've been there before. The guy who came in, if you're pretty much making this decision straight away, he can give you directions if you want, but he's got to go back on patrol.
Okay. Yeah.
So he won't be joining you.
Let's have some directions then.
But Nameless and Callista know where it is anyway.
We're going to the shop. What are we doing?
We're
The-
going
the-
to the Order of the Bridge.
The Order of the Bridge. You've been there.
Oh yeah.
So they can just tell you. It's fairly straightforward. Let me bring up my map so I can see it. Yeah, so you basically go straight down the main road into Dunhay. And I'm not going to give you detailed directions.
Why not?
No, why not? Because it's not important. But it's off down one of the side streets. There's an old, I believe it was like an old chapel or something like that. It's been converted to a headquarters for this knightly order. It'll take you about from where you are, probably about 20 minutes to walk down there. So you get there, you go in. The knights that are on duty at the headquarters greet Nameless and Callista because they know you. You've been there a couple of times, especially during your training sessions. And the one behind a makeshift counter, he says, "Oh, have you come for some more training?" Looking at Nameless and Callista.
No, actually.
We've lost Laura and we can't hear you.
Laura, pull your mic closer to your face.
Is that better?
Nope.
No. Yeah.
I can hear you. Let's turn you up a bit. Try again.
Not the.
Are you gonna, she's not she's not coming through, is she?
No, she's not transmitting.
Really choppy.
Hang on.
Well, now we can hear you.
That sounds better.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yay! Fuck you, Discord. You can bleep that out all you want or leave it in. I don't care. I say, oh, not this time. I believe there's someone here that we need to speak to.
Oh, we might that. Frank. Oh, and he looks over at Rory. You're the cleric, aren't you? Who set up that temple?
Yeah, the Promethean.
Yeah. Okay, Frank. Yeah, he's in the back, and he takes you through what would be into sort of like the back of the chapel where the priest's quarters and offices would be. There's a couple of makeshift cells back there, and he opens a door, and Frank's in one of them. It's not locked. He's not locked in by any. He's not a prisoner. But as he opens the door, the stench is overpowering.
I see you guys smell that.
Yes, it's. I wish he would bathe, but there was a rumor going around that a couple of 10 days ago, he got clean.
Oh, I remember that.
He must have been bathing in shit since then. But yeah, he's in there. Go in by all means, and
Make
he
a
walks off.
Constitution saving throw.
Actually, that is a good idea. Everybody make a Constitution
no.
saving throw. Let's see who's going to throw up, because this is a very small space.
Hey, not 20. I'm not throwing up.
Hang on. Constitution.
Eight.
Oh God. 8.
Oh dear.
Twinsies.
Daenerys is tanking it. No problem.
15.
15.
Goodbye, dinner.
Right. Goodbye breakfast.
Bleh.
Bag of holding.
19.
No.
Okay. What did Dubai get?
Oh, 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody who got a 12 or below,
Quite a few.
you do not feel well at all. In fact, there's a bucket in the corner that's normally used for waste. I think you need to go to it. You can feel the breakfast coming back up.
Can I cast prestidigitation on him again?
Please.
As I'm
He might not be willing to help us.
No,
if
he
we
might not be
clean
willing
him,
to help us
though.
if you do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Leave it till afterwards.
The knight just stands next to Dubar and glances up at him and then over to everybody rushing over to the shit
Is that it?
bucket and just starts to chuckle.
Has anyone got a helmet?
Not
Rory,
using any
haven't you got
equipment.
Haven't you got any mint tea bags or something that I can shove up their nose?
Anybody have some Vicks Vapor Rub?
Oh yeah.
I've got an idea.
Rory
and
breaks
I'll
off some
rummage into my-
beeswax.
I'll rummage
Breaks
into
off
my
some
leather pack
beeswax and he
pull out some
puts-
thyme sprigs.
Alright.
Beeswax up my nose.
Yeah, but you still tasted it so bad.
You could do. Mouth breathe while you're in here.
Yeah.
So, as you all come in and there's sounds of retching, Frank turns over on the bunk. His dog wakes up as well and starts yapping. And Frank just looks up at you with confusion, I suppose, in his eyes. Not being able to quite focus on any of you. And he just starts mumbling to himself.
Hey
Can
Frank.
Daenerys just try and stop the dog barking? Yes, I want an in-game excuse to pat the dog, but I've got proficiency in animal handling, so I've got a good excuse.
Okay. The dog wasn't barking, but he is now. Make an animal handling check. Try and calm him down.
Oh, 8. Shit.
Okay. Dog tries to bite you as you pat him.
No.
And the dog's got really rotten teeth too, and you get dog breath. It's a bit. Bleh.
Awesome.
And Frank, as he tries to bite you, pulls on the dog's string. It's not a lead, and pulls him back. So sit
Frank, I need you to do me a solid.
He sort of peers at you and
Oh, you're shiny.
Yeah? Do you like it?
Oh, I can. I need a shave.
I need to ask you a question. Did you see some absolute knobbites breaking up my shrine?
There's a god called Knob.
Knobite. Well, it's shadows, I see. Shadows in the night, there's lots of them. I see them, I do. It's shadows.
Shadows? Were they people, you reckon? In the dark?
Shadows in the dark.
Aye. Did you hear him?
Ah, no, silently was. Silent, you're always in the city, you gotta be careful. At night, you need to know where you're hiding.
Shadows in the night.
Lots of shadows in the night. They came and I saw them, they broke it.
Do you
Rory,
recognise
send
any of
them
these
hydrogen.
shadows?
Does sound like something somebody would do.
Give them hydrogen and they'll go away.
We should shine some light on it.
Hmm.
1 star.
1 moon circles.
Right.
Hmm.
Do you recognise any of these shadows?
No. Frank's not stupid enough to hang about shadows. I've seen them take people. They take people and they never come back.
Where have you seen him taking people, Frank?
Everywhere.
I think our friend here is quite clearly drunk.
Maybe.
You've got a
I don't
drink,
know.
have you?
Any use?
I need a drink.
If you take a bath, I'll give you a drink.
He sort of like you can see gears going around in his head. Almost steam coming out of his ears.
I'll pay for a bath and a drink if you want.
The knight looks to Maeve and, kind of like gestures with his head, for her to take him.
And if you like,
She knows how to deal
Everybody
with him.
told me not to.
and if you like, after we're done, I'll take you to find some horse manure, and you can make yourself stinky again.
Oh,
Hey, that sounds like a good deal. The stench is my friend, it is.
Yeah, but
It
in order
stops
to get
them
a
from
drink,
taking Frank.
in order to get a drink, you need to be clean. But then we can make you dirty again.
I can clean you, like I did last
Well, we could always offer him a meal and maybe a special drink at the Golden Dragon if they've got a drink that might help us out.
It was you, was it, that cleaned me? Oh, I recognise you now.
time. Yeah, because you've
Yeah,
acted
she's a bit of a trouble causer. Like these shadows.
my job.
You need to
She
be
likes to eat
careful.
ferrets.
I don't eat ferrets. What do you want about?
No, I said
She
yeet.
doesn't eat ferret. She squirrel puns.
Frank thinks it's a good deal as long as Frank is stinky again by sunset.
Yeah, you got a deal.
I'll clean him up with precipitation.
No, you stay away from me with that devil's magic.
No, let's give him a proper bath.
I don't have create water yet.
Well, we'll just take him to a tavern and pay for it.
Like I say, why don't we take him back to the Golden Dragon and see if
Because we like those
We've
people.
got-
We don't want to ruin, bringing in physical, walking garbage.
Now they've got to have a place for where they hose down the horses.
I
don't
I
care.
do have a spell that can make you happens afterwards.
No magic.
No, there's good horse manure. That'll do.
I've seen what magic does. Magic's not my friend.
It's not
Magic
my
is
friend
everyone's
either.
friend if you actually know how to use it. I'm sounding more Scottish.
Well, me dearie, magic ain't my friend, it isn't.
Well, we either take him to a bath or we get on and go to the golden chain,
Royal chain.
the royal chain, the golden thing, the place that gives us
The golden shower. Frank would like a golden shower.
Golden
Yes, you will.
Oh shit! Oh no, my dice!
What? Oh, you
Wait,
just
where
lost
is
your
your
dice.
I just dumped my bucket of dice.
Oh, who's
Okay,
dice?
Frank, you've been very helpful. And I give him a silver piece.
He sort of looks down at it. You can almost see the silver tarnish as it touches his hand. And he puts it in a threadbare pocket.
He goes, much obliged, that'll get me a bottle of the whiskey.
The whiskey.
How about not drinking?
I might do some stakeouts later and see if I can find any of these shadows.
Be careful. Shadows wear faces. Faces you trust, and faces you don't.
Like Richard Nixon.
Keep your eyes open.
I'm not a crook.
They're watching you at night. Watching everywhere.
Who watches pictures?
Like the CIA.
Frank watches.
Their owners generally would do too.
Anyway, much obliged. If you've not paying for me bath, you paid for me booze. I'm
Maybe you
gonna
could come to
go.
my soup kitchen sometime, Frank.
How much is soup?
It's free.
Frank'll be there.
How about
It's
getting a bath?
I usually hold my sermons out in the air, so should be okay.
Frank'll stay out back.
I can.
Can't hear you again.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you're
you're gone
talking
really
now.
quiet.
That's because I. Okay, my mic is all the way up.
There we go.
All right.
I can hear you now.
Yay! It's like Frank. Have you ever thought about putting the horse shit in bags and just carrying little bags and carrying it around with you?
It's not just the horse shit, it takes a while. Make this stench, it does.
You forgot the
Nah.
stale piss.
There's a bit of everything mixed in. Keeps Frank safe.
And the bow.
What are you afraid of, Frank?
There's lots of things. The shadows, for one.
You weren't scared of the shadows last. I'm just curious of what you're trying to hide from.
Look at the man. He's a drunk. He's probably afraid of everything.
I sense some deep
Come on,
trauma
let's
here.
go.
Let's go.
No, there's more to this man than.
Let's get away
Yeah.
from this trauma dumping.
We've got enough baggage, mate. Let's go.
I agree. Come on, let's
Yes,
go.
as interested as I am in the mechanics of this stench, I would also
I got
be
a
quite happy
feeling
to leave.
that Frank isn't your real name.
I think I'm going to taste this for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's one of those smells that linger and sticks to your clothing.
Oh god, it's like diesel.
Maeve, do you mind?
Frank
What
shambles
do you need
out.
me to do? Make it worse?
No, make me clean, please.
Takes 2 minutes to clean.
Oh, thanks. I think I
Take a
can
little
smell again.
Green arcane.
It's just a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I said 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes, yeah. Yeah, so Frank
I think it's like a square foot.
Frank shambles out. As Frank leaves and he has now left the building, I am going to remind the party as players If you think there's more going on to what somebody is saying at any point, or you think somebody is lying, that is what an insight check is for, and you need to ask for that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I am not going to ask you to do an insight check. That's up to you.
Got it.
I just don't care about.
Wait,
food.
no. You're the DM. You're supposed to hold our hands the entire way.
Fuck you, no.
Right, so Frank leaves. Basically, he's giving that information that he thinks shadows are responsible in the night.
Better than nothing.
Are you going to go and check out the shrine, or are you just going up to the
Yeah.
town?
For clues.
Okay. So to make your way over to the shrine, it's only about a 5-minute walk from where you are. You get over there. Right. It's been damaged. It's not damaged beyond repair. Take about 3 hours to sort it out. You want to do that? You want to look for clues? Give me an investigation check. If anybody would like to help, you can do it with advantage.
And I'm going to spam guidance.
I have pretty good investigation. You to run it?
I've got investigation +2. What have you got?
I got +1.
I can help out. I have +0.
I got a +5.
Can we
Why-
let Faye do it then?
Why don't you do it and I'll help?
And you're
Then
going to
I'll
give her
cast-
guidance.
I'm going to give her guidance, yeah.
2 guidance.
Oh shit, I needed the guidance. That's a 17 total, so 12 plus. That's with guidance.
So 17 total.
17 total.
Right, okay. So, after looking at the damage, it appears that it was done by a bladed weapon of some sort. Possibly a short sword.
If you look at the angles here, you're looking at something short rather than something long, because that is have a stroke down that beam over there.
You forgot to take off your glasses to see something witty.
Bladed weapons, eh?
I haven't got anything ready to say. But glasses are mucky.
It makes sense that shadows would be an enemy of Ithas.
People being left in the dark.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No, that's Frazakali.
That's Accrington Stanley.
No, Frazakali is actually a place down in Liverpool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Accrington Stanley's just around the corner from us, really.
No, it's,
How
now
are
we've
you in
moved now.
such a tiny speck of land and have so many different accents?
Oh, it's great.
That's
Because we're amazing.
Yep.
We've got a deep, rich cultural history.
I mean,
Of warfare.
I've been invaded several
Yes.
times. That's what's caused it.
That too.
you got people from the north who sound like us. And then you got some people in the south that boil their water. Not boil, boil.
Mm.
Oh.
Bowl.
Ball.
Right. So
Ball all.
I think we need to go and investigate who's providing these shadows, because if they are conjured by like magic, then somebody's got to be doing it. If it's just someone in disguise, then it's someone in disguise.
Yeah, Frank's mechanism's gone, so I'm going to take whatever he says with a pinch of salt. It could be supernatural shadows. It could be
Or it could
hired
just be
goons.
people.
Yeah.
It could be people
It could.
dressed in black.
It could be those thugs from the market.
Exactly.
could be a lot of different people.
Rory's cutting out of their business, yo.
Yeah, I
He
am.
had, to he had to be shut down.
They don't like do-gooders. That's what this message is. No do-gooding.
Don't like your god.
They might be worth questioning.
No, they don't like
Oh.
his god, so therefore
Oh.
he has to be destroyed.
Followers of Julius wouldn't like my god. So I think Ithas has got a lot of enemies.
Maybe. So, what's your plan? It'll take you, if you want to spend 3 hours, you can fix the shrine up right now. You don't need to go and get any materials. You've got everything you need there. It's just a bit of repair.
You guys go onto the roll chain and I'll fix this up.
I'll stay here, my bald-headed friend.
Thanks,
It's the least
pal.
I can do.
Well, you're gonna help.
I'll help you.
All right, that'll cut the time down, so it'll come down. Go on.
I'll give you a hand. I'm not the best when it comes to talking to a lot of people. I think. I wish I just had the mending trip.
I can
Why
take.
don't Why don't we just all help? It'll be done quicker that way.
Many hands make light work. Thanks, guys.
Exactly.
Okay. So that'll
I'll
cut.
get to it.
I'll cut you 3 hours down to about an hour. Because
All right.
there's basically there's only so much time you can cut off it, and then you've just got spare bodies hanging around. But so takes about an hour, so that puts us where are we at? There, an hour. So about 10:30 in the morning. And you fix the shrine back up. It's all back together. It's standing. It's not as pretty as it was, but it's still functional. You've put the eternal flame that you managed to conjure back in its place.
Small thuggery can't extinguish
control
this,
flame
and
would
I
that.
put the ember back into its ceramic bowl. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
That's one fancy flame you have.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it. Prometheus.
I'll sort of do my control flames, and I'll make it into a little phoenix for him.
Oh, right. So rising. So control flames. That's another cantrip. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little cantrip.
Hey, don't mess with the flame. It's
Right.
sacred.
Right. So what's the plan?
I think it's golden chain now that we fixed it up.
Royal chain.
Royal chain, not
Goldie
golden
looking
chain.
I
chain.
don't know why I called it the golden
Golden
chain.
Golden chain.
Oh,
It's
you want to
not
go and
just
give
any
Frank a
chain.
golden shower?
No, Frank.
Whoa!
No, thank you.
Where did Frank come?
I am disinclined to acquiesce to your request.
I can just
No.
imagine him. I can just imagine Frank following us and going, "What you doing?"
He's not joining the party. It's not happening.
It's alright. He's got a minus 20 to stealth with that
Oh.
stench. So
Sorry, Frank. Didn't smell you there.
Oh,
Oh, that smell that's following us? Oh.
Ooh, that smell!
okay.
Can you smell that smell?
So you,
Yeah, we'd like to go to the royal chain, please.
okay. So you make your way back up onto the bridge, past the Golden Dragon up to the Royal Chain office. By this time, it is well and truly open. The clerk is sat behind his counter as you walk in. And he greets you with a friendly, get the accent right somewhere. Is it in there? I don't know. Let's just see
You
what
can
comes
do
out.
it. I believe in you.
Yeah, it's
Wasn't he-
been a while. He was
Wasn't he kind of creaky with lots of vocal fry?
He could have been. I think he was like Yorkshire. I'm sure he was Yorkshire. I think that's what that was. I think he was Yorkshire. He's like, oh, you're back again, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, here
Lord
for a
Umbar
bit
sent
more
us-
work.
Lord Umbar sent us to look into these ear people, you know, the people who are like committing fraud and shit.
Yeah.
Rory's attitude has changed too with that accent. And I'm finding it really hard not to do Scouse while you're fucking talking like that.
Yeah.
It's just like my little fawn friend.
What for me? Yeah, what does mean? Boss has sent you.
He wants us to look into the people who are chancing the system by handing in both ears.
Yeah.
All right, but I mean, like, I can't fucking do it. I just want to go into Scouse now.
Do Scouse.
Big jobby.
You're bad. You need to do a different accent next time.
Whoa.
Oh. Someone-
Bye, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah.
Yeah, bye. Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Well, I can't just like. I'm still doing it. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't just like hand over, information like that without some sort of.
Collateral.
No.
Rory, do you have the seal?
Yeah, here's the seal, mate.
Yeah.
Well, now that is different, and I'm doing it again. Fucking
Yeah.
hell! I'll
I've
tell you what.
noticed.
Every NPC is going to be Scouse in this episode just because of Rory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's divine intervention, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or you have to
I
start
must
doing-
be divine intervention. No, alright. So, alright. We've got, other than yourselves, we have 3 groups of bounty hunters.
Yeah.
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 And you see, it starts rifling through a lot of files.
Is one of them the tusk breakers?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we do have the tusk breakers on file.
Yeah.
We have the tusk breakers,
the first night.
the Iron Helms, and the Shadow Stalkers.
Yeah.
They have shadow in their name.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
Shadow
Nope.
stalkers.
No, nobody's got any idea what's happening anymore. Don't worry.
I'm stuck
My
saying
my
yeah.
brain's just going no.
Tusk breakers.
Tusk breakers. You've got tusk breakers, lad. There you go.
Yeah.
See, I can do it when you're not doing fucking Scouse. The tusk breakers, the Iron Elms, and Shadow Stalkers.
Yeah.
Is there anything suspicious about these 3 groups? Of any of these 3 groups?
Yeah.
Do they come
Guardians
in
and
often?
the tusk breakers.
The well, I wouldn't say there was anything like suspicious about them. They all do jobs that they pick up. I do
Does
say
anyone
that
do them
the
particularly well.
well, they're all pretty good at it.
How many of them went after goblins around the same time?
Well, let's have a look here now. Right, so so Shadow Stalkers have been away for last 30 days up in north. They were dealing with hill giant problem up there. They've just got back actually. The leader is it's not his bloody real name. Nobody's been called Shade, but he calls himself Shade, and he's a tiefling. He's leader. They only came back yesterday, I think it were, to collect bounty on that. Let's have a look here. Iron Elms. They're currently out and they're dealing with what is that? Some raptor problem. That's down south. Sometimes they do come back with a few goblin ears and orc ears. but they don't generally take goblin or orc contracts. Tusk breakers. Let's have a look there. Right, so last 2 jobs they've done were orc clearance jobs. In fact, they're on one right now. But before that, they were doing something different. Let's have a look. Right, so yeah, tusk breakers. It was... Yeah, they left about... Well, first thing this morning they came in. You know, I've got a dry throat now.
Yeah.
And where are they now?
First thing this morning, so they came in at about 8, so it's what, 10, 11, quarter to 11 there. So they left. There was nearly two and a half hours ago on latest job.
And where's this job?
They've just gone. They're going down to a village called Last Wind. It's 60 miles south on Tradeway. Yeah, Last Wind.
Along the Tradeway.
How
Yeah.
many? 60.
What? Sorry.
How many miles? 16 or 60?
60. 60.
0.
They do have a 2-horse cart. They generally travel about with that. They're the only group that do have a cart. Normally, the other groups they either walk or they hire somebody.
We should swap a chariot.
I think we need to go down
But-
there.
I think we need to go.
I think we could question the shady people, though.
I think maybe question them about your shrine.
Maybe. Do they like to use short swords?
Let me just have a quick look at me my thingy. Right, no, Shade. He carries himself a rapier. Then you've got Kiara. She likes to be called Whisper. She's more of a musical type. We've got Ryan. What's he carrying now? Let me think.
Ryan.
Right, yeah, you know, Ryan or Ryan. He spells it R-Y-N. He's a bit of a almost religious. Carries a stick. Likes to meditate a lot.
Which group was that?
The
Shadow Focus.
Shadow
We are
Stalkers,
monk.
and then we've got Garrow, he's more of a magical type. He's a gnome. And there's Thorn. He's the last guy, and what's he carry? He carries he's got a long sword, but he's a bit of a shady one. That one. There's something a bit about him. Puts the willies up me.
You said Thorn?
Thorn. Yeah. He spells it Thorn. He's a human.
Because Callisto would perk up that name for a second, but no.
I doubt it's his real name. A lot of these people, they like to have, like, you know, names they go by because it sounds nice.
His name was Sue.
It's probably Marion or something.
A man named Jane.
I mean,
Jane
she
Cobb.
heard Thorn and she wasn't sure if she had to. We really needed to meet these people so she could kick a certain someone's ass.
You just need an automatic flint striker, and then you can use your rockets. What am I talking about?
Well, we've
I
got the
don't know.
two groups who can go after, I think. One hasn't been here for a long time. And then we got two, one of which could be possibly linked to your problem, Rory.
Yeah.
And the other one possibly do with Lord. So we've kind of got two avenues we can pursue.
Well, if the tusk breakers only left 2.5 hours ago, we've got a chance of catching up with them.
Yeah, we need a horse
Yeah.
and cart.
I say we're wasting time. Let's hurry this thing up. Get on the road.
Should we buy a
Let's get
cart?
going.
We've hired some horses.
Lord
I
Humber
mean-
might have some we could use.
We're out on a trail already, aren't we?
Yeah, if we got horses, it might be quicker.
No, you're still at the royal chain.
Oh.
And if we continue to travel whilst they're setting up camp, we might be able to get the drop on them.
Have you got any more jobs out that way towards the village of Last Wind or whatever?
I'll just have a quick look through me
Knock
job
shit off
board.
my desk.
Let's have a look. To the north. That's the other one. I do have one, but it's a little bit difficult. If you want to attempt it.
What
Tail.
makes it difficult?
It's there's some Trollkin raiders.
Okay.
Right, yeah. So Trollkin raiders have been sighted along. Ooh.
Shush.
Along tradeway between Swancross and Last Wind. What I'll do is I'll actually I'll activate the region map because you've got access to it anyway, and then you can have a look.
You said trade wind?
Last wind.
No, Last Wind.
Along the tradeway between Last Wind and Swancross. Swancross is a city.
I'm gonna draw an arrow just so I know to swap the name. There we go.
Ah, there's Last Wind. So we're looking at some.
Okay.
We're still
Yeah.
loading.
Yep, yeah, the other one that's not popped across yet. There you go.
Oh,
long as
hell.
something-
Where the hell's the last one?
Yeah.
Last Wind's there. Swancross is there.
So they're
Oh,
obviously between here somewhere.
there we go. Sorry.
Yeah, so there's been Trollkin sightings along the road here.
Oh,
and-
Trollkin, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
stretch of road is like nearly 30 miles long.
Oh boy.
So yeah, it's so, the Trollkin and Nolan Raiders. You see, they like they do like the water, so they'd normally travel by close to a river or something like that. So wherever road's close to rivers, probably where you'll find them. Now, there is. Where's me? I just dropped the bloody me card back in there and didn't look at the back.
Yep.
Right, so the rewards for it. We do offer. We're offering 175 gold for completion of this quest, and 100 silver per Trollkin ear returned as part of the bounty system. Again, it's either left or right here, not both.
Gotcha.
Yep. Come on, hand.
Can I ask combat on a mount, what would that be classified as?
Right, so mounted combat rules are really quite tricky in D&D.
We were having this conversation the other day because of game.
So if you're just fighting with a sword or anything like that, you basically, if you're on the mount, you get to use the mount's movement, not your own, in the turn. You can't get the mount to attack and then you attack, because it would be an action for you to command the mount to attack, for example. You don't have a psychic link to them or anything like that. You physically got to get the mount to do something.
Can you point the animal at somebody else while you're swiping at somebody and then have the mount run them over?
No, because that'd be two actions, basically.
The only people who can do that kind of thing are paladins, really, aren't they?
Yeah, because with the paladin's mount, it's a summoned mount where you have a psychic connection to it, so it's more like a horse in this instance. So you've got to be looking where the horse is going. You've got to command the horse to do something, and if you do that, you're taking your action to do it. You can command the horse to move, but you can't command the horse to charge and attack while you attack someone else, because that would just be OP.
Well, but you can command the horse to move, and you can attack.
Yeah, you'd be able to attack, but if you dismount and your horse has already moved, you're not moving anymore. You're not getting two lots of movement in the turn. You either use your movement or the horse's movement, not both.
Okay.
Also, if you charge past somebody, so they will get an attack of opportunity on you as you go past, but it'll be most likely on the horse, not you. And if the horse goes down whilst you're riding it, you will take damage if you come off.
The idea of this crushing a leg.
Well, yeah, just being thrown off the horse. You know, let's say if the horse is, if you run past an enemy on the horse, and the enemy kills the horse while you're mid gallop, you're having a crash, so you'll take damage.
Yeah, it's like a 30 mile an hour, well, at a gallop, a 30 mile an hour charge. And
and then you fall down 6 or 8 feet.
Yeah.
So you kind of tumble.
I mean, it'd be a bit of trial and error with it, because mounted combat's not really something that's meant to be done in D&D, but there are rules, some vague rules for it, and we can do it if you want. But I've got to try and balance it so that you're not basically getting two lots of movement and two actions. If that makes sense.
I think we just need a cart at this point, just to kind of get us quicker to our destinations.
Yeah, we definitely need a wagon to be able to carry us all.
And our gear.
To get a move on.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cart and a small
wagon or individual mount?
I think.
This is the question: do we get a wagon or do we get individual horses?
Well, we do it in Waterdeep, so I think a wagon might be a good idea.
But if we're trying to catch up with these people, mounts will be faster.
There's two of you speaking at the same time. Be careful.
Sorry, Baker.
You're right. So if you guys are after going chasing after tusk breakers there, I can recommend a stable for you at South Gate. They do hiring and selling of horses and carts and all sorts of mounted equipment if you're after that sort of thing.
That would be fantastic.
If you show them Umber's seal, they might give you about 10% off.
That's good.
So Umber can be.
Oh wait, no, that's a different stable.
Do we want to accept the contract?
Let's just head on the road.
Yeah, we need to get going.
Currency, if we need it, I suppose.
Just take. Never mind. Sorry, channeling rain. Ignore me.
So you're taking this Trollkin Raider's job as well?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Does everyone agree?
We're heading down there.
Yeah, why not?
As well.
Okay. Well, you've got access to that map, so you can kind of figure out a rough area. It'll make it easier when you're determining where they're raiding, because you've got a map. Right. Okay. So you're heading out now?
Yep.
Yeah.
We certainly are.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So you head all the way down to the south of the city. So this is a good 35 minutes from the Royal Chain to get to the south gate, and there is a stable across the road from the inn at the south gate. So we'll call this one the stable. That one's an inn. You go across there, and they have plenty of carts outside. There's a lot of horses stable. Young fella comes over. Anything I can help you with?
You need a cart.
Okay, hiring, buying? How large? Have you got your own horses?
We need
need
horses. We need a cart. What would you recommend that would hold me and my friends here? We
7.
need something fairly fast. We don't need anything particularly fast, but something that can keep a good pace.
Right, well, and he starts taking you around to the carts, and says, there's a basic one. He says, we have this basic model, and this one, it can quite comfortably seat all 7 of you, but if it starts raining or anything like that, there's no cover. We have this like mid-range model here, and this one's got some underseat storage, a place for you to put your tankard whilst you're driving. And he takes you around the back, and he shows you this really big cart, which is obviously like a caravan type thing. He says, "This one is the premium model, and as you can see, it's completely covered. And if you go into the back here, and he opens the door, and it's like there's a couple of bunks, and we have cooking facilities. Obviously, you can take the stove out and set it up on the outside, if you so desire." The seats are all cushioned for the driver and forward passenger, and if you pull this lever, and he pulls a lever on the side, 2 little boxes pop out of the side of the caravan. It says, "These are what we like to call the gunner's positions. So if if you get attacked on the road, you can easily sit here in this little pop out, and you can use your bow through these nice arrow slits in the side."
How much is this one?
This one to buy will set you back.
With enough horses to carry it with all 7.
To purchase this with horses, it will cost you a 500 gold pieces.
500 gold. What about the basic
I've got
one?
48.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have that.
I have 88 gold.
Are you looking to? You are looking to buy, and or are you looking to hire?
We're looking to buy. I'm assuming, not looking at everybody.
I say higher.
How
What
much
is
is
your-
the basic one to buy?
The basic one with just the bench in the back and the 2 driver's seats there. That will cost you 50 gold, and then you've got the horses on top. We do have some, and he sort of like looks down at the ground a little bit, and he goes, "We do have some pre-owned models if this is out of your price range."
Yes, it is.
And how much for a pre-owned?
He takes you around to the other side of the stable, and around there are some ramshackle carts. There's some that are being held together with obvious like baling wire and string. It's like, well, this one, for example, here, we can do you for 10 gold pieces. And he points to another one which is a little bit better. He says, 11 for that one, 15 for the one in the corner, and the one in the corner at 15 is it looks like it's been looked after, but it's not very. It's definitely a second-hand used car.
What if we all put together like 10 gold each? So that's like 70 gold.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we can always make modifications because we'll own the cart.
We've got a budget of 70 gold.
Yeah, right. So
That's
if you
including horses.
So if you're going to need 2 horses for that, so what type of horses are you looking at? Are we looking at strong horses, or are you just looking at something that'll pull the cart?
We're looking for speed with all of us.
I would say strength.
Yeah, stamina and strength.
With looking at you all with your gear, you want something that's going to be a bit stronger, I think, if you need the speed. Well, we've got some draft horses. Again, the better bred ones all set you back 15 gold apiece. We've got a couple of older horses that are maybe a year or two away from retirement, but I think they'd still be able to handle a few adventures. I think.
Is one of them called Bill?
If you want one of them to be called Bill, yeah. One's called Bill and the other one's called Mr. Ed.
Bill the pony.
I thought the other one was going to be called Bob. Or Ben.
Bill and Bob.
Oh.
Bill and Bob just.
Bill and Ben.
There'll be so many
Bob
people
up.
now just going, no, not Bill and Bob.
Yeah, let's do it then.
You want the older ones? Well, we can do a deal. So 70 gold. I can, if you take the 2 older horses off our hands, and we can throw in, let's say, a 10-day of fodder for the horses. So basic, we'll give you a brand new basic cart. These 2 elderly gentlemen, but still have a bit of life in them, and two 10-day of fodder for 70 gold. Is that acceptable?
We're working for Lord Umber. Can you put a 10% discount?
Yeah, well, lots of people come by here saying things like that, but
I hold out the seal.
Oh, okay. It's one of those, is it? Yes. All right. I'll knock. I tell you what. I'll knock 10 gold off for you. How's that?
You got a deal.
Can I ask? Sorry, out of character. Did we have a party fund going on with the 820 silver that we got from the last bounty?
Oh, that's a good point.
8 gold.
What have we got in party gold?
Yeah.
Did you write 8 gold down?
12 gold pieces from Goblin Quest, 350 gold pieces from Tower Gems, minus 50 in the form of a diamond that Maeve is using, 15 nameless by chainmail, 297 gold pieces.
So we could use party loot for this.
Yeah.
We could upgrade 70 gold, maybe throw it up to maybe 100. Get a bit of an upgrade.
I'm happy if everyone else is.
That's right. Forgot about that.
I don't care.
I'll get back. I don't know.
Shall we throw 100 from the party loot into it?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you going up? Are you adding the 100 to go up to 170? Or are you starting? Or are you just having 100?
100.
I would suggest having 100.
Yeah.
Party loot in general.
Okay, so if you the salesman sort of like rubs his hands together a little bit and goes, you're okay. if you're willing to spend 100, I can either upgrade the horses or the cart.
I say the horses.
I agree.
I would say the horse too.
Poor horses.
You've got the basic cart, but it is brand new. It's not you've paid for a new one.
What's
All
gonna
right.
happen?
Okay, well I'll throw in these 2 younger horses, and Faye or anybody who's into horses can decide on whether they're stallions or mares, or whichever. All right, couple of mares
Stallions or
then.
hinnies?
They are young. They're at the sort of the height of their athletic abilities as far as horses go. But they are draft horses, so they have the power.
What's gonna happen to the older ones?
Oh, well, if they don't go, then we generally sell them to the glue maker.
Oh,
When they pass away, I would hope.
Make an intimidation check.
Intimidation. That's a 12.
He sort of like looks at you and goes, "Yeah, of course when they pass away. What do you take us for?"
Can I go up to this person and, even though I am very little, I put my hands on my hips and I glare at this person and go, "Tell the truth."
I am telling the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Go on, make an intimidation check.
Yep, I was ready.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
With intimidation of +3. So
Wagging
Danny
your
Rose-
finger. Wagging your finger at them.
I am not intimidating in the slightest.
Okay, shrinks back and he goes, "Well, if you must know, no, we sell them when nobody else will buy them. Technically, they're dead.
No, they're not.
They are before we sell them.
We'll take them for free. If you're gonna kill them, we take them.
They're not going to do that, though. Reciprocity.
And how are we supposed to look after them?
We have
We'll set them free.
we have the space over with the tavern.
No, we don't.
Okay.
You want to take 4 horses? Okay, because you got a nat 20. Says, I can't give them to you, but I can sell them to you for like 2 gold.
No, you don't sell.
I'll buy them for 2
Listen to
gold.
the man. He was about to say like 2 gold pieces.
I'll buy them for 2 gold.
Fine, yeah. I will
Okay.
give a gold as well.
So remove 2 gold and you get 2 more horses. You now have 4 horses, but two of them are really old. Bill and Bob, and then whatever you've called the mares.
Says I'm going to the glue factory.
You've
When they
appealed
do
to
die,
the
we're gonna
animal
have-
lovers in this group.
When they do die, we are going to have to use like all of the resources. I'd
Well,
much
yes.
rather that than them go just to one specific place.
Well, I just kind of look at Maeve and go, well, yes. At that point, they're already dead. We might as well use up everything.
Okay.
Have you deducted the gold? I've taken it out of the pilot.
Yeah, I've deducted my 2 gold.
Right, okay, so you've got Bill and Bob. What are you calling the mares?
Fifi.
Karen.
Karen and Jane.
Aw,
Oh,
no
dear.
Fifi.
Karen and Sue.
Applejack
Karen
is
and
one
Sue.
shot.
No!
Pauline.
Cinnamon!
Or you could have
We're
Mary
actually-
and Sue.
Mary
Oh.
Jimmy, Joe, Bob.
Karen and Susan. Yeah.
Susan.
Okay.
What's your monster name? Susan.
So you buy the horses and the cart. You've got enough fodder to last. What was it? 2 10-day for the 2
Yeah.
horses. That's 1 10-day for all 4.
I mean, we could stable them as spares. Yeah.
Fine.
Right, I'm going to ask a question
we
before you
just
get on the
can go
road
on it.
because this is a long trip. How many of you have actually got tents in your inventory?
That is an interesting question.
I don't.
I don't think I got one.
Let's
Nope.
yeah, we need some rations as well.
Pretty sure I don't.
No.
Can we go buy some rations and some
I'm
shelter?
Well, this. Somebody want to go and get us all supplies, and then somebody stay with the horses and get them ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too used to the designated trade routes where we don't really need tents, so I don't have a tent.
No, I don't either.
Let's get some
I
tents.
usually just sleep in the trees, but that's me.
I mean, I normally
Yeah,
just
I don't need no
sleep
tent.
I normally sleep wherever I can get, like,
That's true. We don't even
Shelter.
fucking sleep. Vanera.
I've got a bedroll. I'll sit on the ground and chill. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't even sleep, but what if it's raining? You want to sit out in the rain?
I have a tinder
under a
box.
tree.
That's what I
Rory's gonna
generally
go
do.
buy a tent and put it in the bag of holding.
Right, okay, so tents will cost you about 2 silver if you want a decent one.
Ooh, expensive.
Yeah. 2 silver.
Rations they will cost you about 5 copper per 10-day of rations.
Okay.
I'm gonna get 1 10-day off.
I'm gonna add a
Whoever's
tent
going
to my
in.
inventory.
I'm gonna get 2 10 days of rations.
Yeah, me too.
I have a day of rations.
So, how much are the rations? Sorry.
5 copper
Someone's
per
snoring.
10-day. Yeah,
Someone's sleeping.
I think
Who's
I think
snoring?
Dennis is snoring.
Dennis gone to sleep,
Mhm.
Lauren.
I don't know.
5
Dennis!
5 copper.
5
How much
copper
is
for
it?
the rations.
Yeah.
Per
So it's
10-day.
10 copper then.
10
Okay.
copper. Cool.
He hasn't
And-
been sleeping really well lately,
Yeah.
so
Fair enough.
I am gonna have to mute him now because I can't have him snoring.
you could just blame it all on like Nameless just getting bored. He's just so bored. He's like,
Right, he
Or
is
just
muted. If
looking at
he
me.
does wake up, and I know he hasn't been sleeping, so I'm not gonna hold that against him. But if he does wake
still
up,
hear
let me
him.
know.
I think so.
yeah, That's why I'm not really waking him up because
Alright,
I
I'm
know he
muting him.
hasn't been sleeping.
I've muted him.
Yeah.
Mm.
As well.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So you collect your rations and whatnot, and your tents.
much
Whoever. Go on. Sorry.
How much is a bedroll?
A bedroll.
Yeah.
A basic bedroll. Let's say 3 copper.
Cool.
If you want a better one, they range up to about a silver.
I don't have a bedroll either. I have a tent. Bed roll.
Tent?
Oh, can't spell. There we go. Med equipment, and I'm gonna delete. You said 3 copper.
3 copper for a basic one. If you want a really good one,
No,
they range up
I
to about a
just-
silver.
I
take
just
the
want
silver.
your basic bitch.
I'll have
That's
a
all.
silver. I'm gonna have
Yay.
nice.
I have
Ah.
no idea how long he slept today, so
That's fine. So we've muted him.
yeah.
No, it's fine. So your basic one is basically a leather bag that you sleep in. And then going all the way up to silver, it's got padded sheets and all sorts of comforts.
Because
So
again, I'm used to traveling in the north where it's cold and there's just random shelters.
So, yeah, you collect all your supplies, you load it onto the cart, and you set off. It's now, by the time you've done that, it's going to be 11:30. These guys set off at, 8 in the morning? So they're now three and a half hours in front of you.
Let's make a move.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Let's get going.
Right. So you set off down the road. What pace are you traveling at? So you've got like slow pace, which is easier for observing stuff. Normal pace, which is just regular checks. So if you were doing like, let's say perception checks, slow pace would give you advantage. Normal pace is normal. Then you got fast pace where everything's at disadvantage if you're looking around.
I would say we just get on.
Normal pace?
Normal pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you set off. You've got a 60-mile drive ahead of you, with a 2-horse and cart pulling all you lot. It's going to take you about 2.5 days.
Yeah, we stabled the other horses.
Oh yeah, stabling charges. Never brought that up. So stabling charges are $1 a week per horse.
I'll pay for that.
So $2 for a 10-day.
Yeah, all right.
We need to find ourselves like a keep where we can just all make home base and leave our horses there.
Well, we need to do more adventuring and.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So it's going to take you about 2.5 days to travel down to Last Wind, where the tusk breakers are heading.
I say when we approach the old goblin fort that we destroyed, we slow down a little bit because I've got a suspicion that they're going to be heading there.
Oh, they'll be waiting for us.
Yeah, that they'll be heading there to like pick up some ears and stuff.
Yeah.
We could go back
so
to the cave system.
That's about 10 miles. So 10 miles down the road. So let's say you're doing. The road's not exactly like a normal like a modern paved road. So your average speed is going to be around about 5 miles an hour with a horse and cart. Otherwise, you're going to be shook about too much. So that's going to take you about 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so you're now at 13:30. You're approaching the site of the old goblin fort, or the fortress of Dib. You can see now that it's all been cleared away. Road is fully open, and this is a point where you want to slow down.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So slowing down with the horse and cart is like normal walking pace. So if you're looking out for anything, you can start making perception checks. So anybody who wants to can make a perception check, or you can pick the one who's got the highest perception and they can roll at advantage.
I've got a +4.
Perception. I got +3.
I got +3.
So what we're doing then?
Rebecca, then I reckon.
Yeah.
I've got a -2, so I'm not.
Yeah,
We're
you
not
do
helping anyone.
So that'll be a 15 or a 21.
21.
So it'd be a 21.
Then.
So it wasn't that wasn't a natural 20, was it? No.
No, 17 +4.
So you start looking around as you're approaching the old fortress of Dib site. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. In fact, like I said, the place looks a bit like it's been tidied up and things have been cleared away. There's no sign of the tusk breakers looking for you or waiting for you or anything like that around this area. as you carry on down the road, you travel for the rest of this day. You're coming up to, I'd say, early evening. Sun's not quite going down yet, but you're getting to the point where you're thinking of stopping for the night. Maybe a couple more miles you might be able to get in. When up ahead, using your perception rolls, you spot what looks to be smoke rising from the road. As you get closer, there's a rough shape. You start to make out this rough shape in the road. Looks a bit boxy. You get a little bit closer, you can see that it's a cart and it's on fire. As you get to about 60 feet of this cart, you slow right down and stop. And as you stop, a rather gruff-looking man jumps out from behind the cart, points a crossbow at you and shouts, "Stand and deliver!" And that's where we're going to end the session.
Boo. Just when we're going to get into a fight.
Boo.
Boo.
Well, I'm ending it there because Dennis is sleeping and it is midnight, so...
Yeah. I mean, you guys need to go to bed. Obviously, it's only 7 o'clock in the evening in our time.
Yeah, but Dennis also needs...
Yeah, he needs some sleep.
Needs to
So,
sleep.
with that, we'll see you all next week. Play nice, be good and all that jazz.
I
Don't
never promise anything.
like and
later.
subscribe, yeah?
Like and subscribe. Now.
Like and subscribe.
We're a fun
Yeah.
group.
That sounds like a
Come
really,
see
really,
us.
really bad lycanthrope.
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 Okay,
All
we're
right.
not recording anymore, right?
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.